Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha from wisdomsecrets.net for May 3rd to the 9th, 2024, Air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. After all this time, you think I'd remember them, eh? So the first card I pulled was Seek. And all seeking is done within. And once you seek within, things come to you from the outside quite often. But it still is a seeking from within. The first card is the Sun card, and it fell out, which means it wanted to be read. So the base card is the Sun. The Sun is a major arcana. It's a card of joy. It's the truest joy you can find because it's simple, it's pure, and it's from the heart. What covers it? The Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is a master craftsman who is content. So there's joy and contentment for this week. And this week has had a lot of really positive cards. I don't think the week is going to be easy. I think it's going to be good, but not easy. And good because a lot of really positive, good things happen. Not easy because, well, sometimes life is just that way. It's difficult. To get to the good things, we need to go through and clean up or sweep the floor, basically. And I think that's what's happening right now, is a lot of really good things are happening for us, as above, so below. So for us on our micro level and on the macro level also. And as I said before, it's 3 levels. It's us. It's the world, planet, government, and then the spiritual. And you can draw a line straight through it. How it goes for you, it's going for the government, and how it's occurring on the spiritual level. This week it is doing really well. It does not mean it's an easy week. Hopefully it is an easy week. What's behind us? Protecting that which is ours. And there's a lot of the energy has been very, I'd say, volatile. We're out there and you're trying to protect that which is yours. Make sure we don't lose that which is our right, our natural right. Okay, so there's being at home constantly, we start to lose our sense of identity, because our sense of identity is often out and doing, out and climbing rocks, out and hiking, out and doing. And because we can't get out and do, we're fighting to keep our sense of who we are. And I can do that on the 3 levels, but I think that's significant enough. What's just below us is the Princess of Cups. And the Princess of Cups is the inner child, but the wise inner child. And we do have a wise inner child. We have the wounded inner child, and we have the wise inner child. And when we pull the wise inner child, that generally means that she's going to choose to pull up something for us to learn from our inner child experiences. And what it may possibly be, might possibly rely along, like this is six of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles is all about bringing our inner pieces together and connecting them and making them whole. And so it's probably more of shadow work. And this again would be on 3 levels. We have the shadow work for ourselves, where we have to look at who we are and face who we are. And facing who we are is often much better than the fear of having to face it. And that's a given. And so this is for air specifically. This is a very spiritual week because the High Priestess came up. Priestess, as I said, she sees things. She acknowledges things. She doesn't necessarily act on things. She doesn't necessarily help, because her kind of help might be a little more, if you're not ready for it, it would be kind of destructive. So there's help only if she deems it right. So in this case, the higher energies is us going to the higher energies and getting into that spot of being the high priestess. I should put that in there. So since it's a new move for many of us, it would be a time when we sit and contemplate and watch and don't interact. And that's why it would be the high priestess specifically, rather than say the sun. But the sun is the base card, so there's much joy and happiness. So what supports us along the way is Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is going forward blindly, knowing exactly where you're going to go, but not how you're going to do it. But having the inner, yes, I can do this, so that you can do this. But it's an act of courage. And this week, though it's a good week, it's not necessarily an easy week, and it will take an act of courage on your part to get through it and change, and partway through the week, because you are bringing in the pieces of yourself. There is going to be a time where you go, oh damn, and just do it. Just go out and do it, because you have the courage and have chosen to do this. It's Seven of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles is reaping the rewards, and for the effort you've put in. So if you put in a little effort, you probably get little reward. You put in a great deal of effort, you should get a lot of reward. And the Princess of Pentacles is all about the same thing. Princess of Pentacles is she surrounds herself with beauty, and she allows things to come to her. She doesn't put up mental roadblocks like most majority of us do. And it would appear that even if we're rising up, we still are putting in these mental roadblocks. So even as we seek and know how to do it, the part of us falls back into habit and routine. And she doesn't do that. She doesn't fall into habit and routine. She just accepts things for what they are. And the last card is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is, of course, very positive. It's the guides transmuting and helping us move forward, bringing new growth, new beliefs, and new everything into our lives. They are supportive. So this week is a time to go looking, and then you want to move. And this is not a physical move so much as a spiritual, energetic, inner energy move, moving into the heart space. And I yesterday I had the opportunity to tell two beautiful ladies, when your heart hurts, that is the time to open up. You don't want to close down when your heart is aching. You want to open up. And I've said this many times, and it's extreme. It takes extreme amount of faith, because you don't know. Unless you've gone through it, you don't know that when you open up, you get too big. Your love becomes too big for the emotional pain and trauma to take hold of you. You still feel everything. You still feel the hurt. But as you open up, it has no place to hook on and close you down. So the more pain you have, the more you want to open up and say to the universe, I'm here. I love you. I love me. And it's extremely important. The extremely important message, honestly. So when you go through a trauma of any description, don't close down. Open, open, and open wider till it hurts. But then you have to trust yourself and you have to love yourself. And that is what this exercise is all about, is loving you, loving yourself. Because the more you love yourself, the more you have, the more you are just you. And when negative things happen and try to hook you, there's nothing to hang on to. Good luck. And you'll notice we're late. We had to. My daughter, my middle daughter, not my Elle, but my other daughter, was not doing so well yesterday, and we were in emerge or ER for most of the night. It turns out that she had a very, very victrolic stomach flu. But we've never seen one quite like it, and she needed a little bit of help with hydration because she couldn't keep anything down. So I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep all night, and I got a few hours when I got home. So I'll do the best I can, but if I feel I'm not doing a good job, I'm going to stop it, and I will know very. So give me easy questions, okay?
And on that note, Moonfeather asks, hi, Eliz-sha Nell. How has your day been?
Yeah, I've told you.
Mama B asks, hello, ladies. How are you? I want to know if Michael will get off parole within the next 2 weeks.
I think I've answered that one. And I remember saying, I do believe it's a very strong potential. But also having said that, the governments are really struggling right now. There's a lot of things happening, and it's a good struggle. It's one I highly recommend that they go through. But they should. But really, they should go through it. Okay, and so there might be that there's part of them is a little bit busy, and they're occupied with other things. Not that they shouldn't be occupied with releasing people from parole and things like that, but I have a feeling it's not that he's not eligible. It's that other factors are coming in that may possibly delay it. I hope not, for his sake.
Jeff Firmino asks, hello, darling. Any messages for my guides towards my e-commerce journey?
Okay, hang on. It's going to take a while for your e-commerce to start growing. It's and I actually had a YouTube with a young lady who does e-commerce as well, and we talked about this extensively. It takes a lot of effort to get things started and things going. So just know that it is a full-time job, and you can't procrastinate and say, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. It has to be done today. Having said that, look very carefully at the product that you're selling, and you make sure it's packaged right. Okay? I have a feeling that you may want to look at the packaging, what you present to the to your audience, your target audience, and make sure it's packaged well for what you want.
Moonfeather asks, I was just wondering if my spirit team has anything to say been feeling very heavily.
Well, the heaviness honestly has a lot to do. And I'm sorry, it's because there's so much going on in the universe right now that that's why you're feeling so heavy, and it, it could be that it would be really, if you can, do a meditation on release, and that's releasing the heaviness, because that's old stuff coming up to be let go. And if you can do a release, energetic release, it would be really, really positive for you. Okay.
Yasmin Fox asks, "Hey, what spiritual changes are expected for me in May?"
So, when you go on a ride at the fair and it starts out and you go, something along those lines is going to affect you that way. And it's good. It's just like you on a ride, that a roller coaster ride. Maybe that was a little bit faster than you anticipated, but it's only when it starts out that you feel that way. So I think you just be aware that things are going to move for you into the fast lane and you're going to notice it until you catch up and energetically catch up to it. And that's your body adjusting to things moving faster as well. All right. But it's going to be a ride.
Maria Herrera says hello.
Hi, Maria.
Albert Draper asks, "Hello, good day. I hope your day is going well. Any general messages from spirit guides today?"
I think things are going to. How do I? Okay, let me figure out a way to phrase this, because it's not. Your guides have a really funny sense of humor, and I don't have the brain power at the moment to phrase it the way they did. But what they're suggesting or showing is that that you're actually doing really well, because they made a joke. That's why I say I don't have the brain power to do that today, but they made a joke. But it wasn't a joke that was pointed at anybody. It was a joke that to indicate that you're doing very well, and you're very. I suspect from what they're telling me, you're very organized. You like things in their place, and you like their place to stay where it belongs, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just that they're pointing that out, and I have a feeling that for you to try to shift that would be a little bit difficult, and so they're not suggesting you shift it, but they are suggesting you have a little bit of humor around it. If things don't go exactly the way you're anticipating or hoping, have a little bit of humor around it. Okay. I think I've got that one.
Laura H says, "Hey Eliz-sha, how are you today?" D Sparks says, "Hi ladies, hope today is treating you well." Taylor A says, "Hello. Will the Libra man I ever get intimate?
What?
Will the Libra man and I
Oh,
ever
Libra.
get
Okay.
intimate?"
I heard a different name and I thought that I don't recognize that one. The potential is there. It might be that you want to figure out what you want from him first and what you will accept before you do that. At least I would. I would spend some time trying to being made aware of what is good for me and what isn't, and being intimate. It's kind of a nice thing to happen. But what you want to figure out is how much you will allow things to be his way and how much you're going to insist it be your way. And you want this to happen so that you feel good about yourself. You don't need to worry about what his feelings are because that's not your job. It is your job to look after and be aware of what your feelings are long term, not just for the simple pleasure, unless that's all you want, but long term. Okay?
Zulumi R asks, "Will the Scorpio come back to me anytime soon?"
I don't see that, honestly. He's busy, like at this moment, as he says, he has other fish to fry at the moment, and that's you're at this moment not any kind of priority. Excuse me. And if you're not his priority, then don't wait around. You're in this life for you. You're not in this life to wait for people to make up their mind that you're what they will need and want. He may very well do that sometime in the future, but until he does, go out and live. You know, they say you only have this one life. Well, that's not true. This is the life you're living now.
Kyla Sky asks, "Is Rose mad at me, or is Rose mad or dislikes me?"
She doesn't think you're living up to your full potential, and that you don't live as authentically as she thinks you should. She thinks that what you show the world is not you.
Laura H. She already asked one, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Janelle Baker, with the $2 super chat,
Thank you.
asks, "Well, I want this job that I'm interested in. Will I get it?" It's an online job.
Oh, okay. At the moment, there are quite a few applicants, and because there's quite a few applicants, it might take a while to get down to you, and there might be more than one position. there is a chance you can do, not that you can do the job. You can do the job. That's not a problem. There's a chance you will get the job. I can't promise you how high it is because there are a lot of applicants at the moment, and they need to go through them all. But your resume actually stands out. So 79% chance, 75% chance. Okay.
Tay asks, do my spirit guides have any messages for me?
Did Tay say whether or not that thing helped with stress?
No, not right away.
Okay. Do they have any
Messages? For her?
It's basically the same message. Trust yourself. Be aware that there's a lot going on below your surface that you're not unaware of, and that it's going to bubble to the surface, so you are aware of it. And it's not negative. It's not negative energy. It's very positive energy. It might be a little surprising at the time because it's like you're remembering. It's like you're remembering who you are more and more every day. And I mean, you live in an environment where this is acceptable and expected. So enjoy the fact that you have all the support that you need, and just allow yourself to go with it.
Lila B asks, will Maria allow/approve the Libra to live with me?
She doesn't like it. She grumbles a lot about it, but I believe that she probably will.
Rising Sun asks, what are Lupita's intentions with me?
I think that you want to tread really carefully with this. It depends what your intentions are with her. But I don't think they go very deep, Lupita's intentions. I think there's a little bit spur of the moment and a flash in the pan. It could change in the future, so that the things do work out in a very positive way for you. But right now, I don't even see it as fun. Just a little bit of aggressive energy on Lupita's part. Okay.
D-Spark says, much love and light to you both. Princess Nee asks, hi Eliz-sha, do my guides have any messages for me after a tough week?
Basically, it's not over yet, so hang on to your hat. Things are going to continue to go at speed, and get as much sleep as you possibly can, because that will be your saving grace.
Jennifer Schwab asks, hi ladies. Aaron told me I have a connection with the origin of the Syrian starseed from Sirius B. Can I get a message from the higher Syrian starseed if possible? Thank you so much. This call could not go through. Please try again later.
That might be actually the answer. But let me try. Okay, basically they're acknowledging you, and they're saying that part of the reason you're down here is to help create balance within this physical system, which means you want to create balance within yourself, and then within your family, etc., etc. So creating balance in your life is basically what it's for you is all about. And that's pretty cool job, actually. Creating balance is it is a very, very, well, timely, of course, but they knew that when you knew that when you chose to come down here and create balance. Yeah, they say that you can ask them for support, and they're more than happy to offer to give you support. And just remember that in the future when you need things, to ask for their help. Okay.
Miss Alchemy asks, "Hi, ladies. Hope you're doing wonderful. I was wondering if you could tell me any messages from my angels."
For this week, I'm not talking about any other week, just this week. It is a time when you're going to want to get down and be aware of, well, basically what they said is get down and dirty with the energy. And it's going to be a week of working, unfortunately. But it's going to pay dividends. And I think that's a universal answer for a lot of people. It's going to be tough this week, but not unbearable, and it's going to pay dividends. It's going to give you things that you've been really wanting, and things that you've been working towards. It's going to happen and like I said, this is basically anybody who's on the spiritual path. It things that you have worked towards for so long, you're going to begin to see that yes, they are there. And their spiritual gifts, I'm expecting. So you're going to be made aware that there is that they're surfacing. Sorry, like I said, I didn't get much sleep last night, and Erin, I wanted to say Erin is a little bit under the weather, and that's why she's not going to be on yet. She wasn't on yesterday, and she won't be on again today, but she's going to try for tomorrow. But you know how migraines are. a little bit unpredictable.
They last for freaking ever.
Sometimes, yeah. Hopefully hers will be
Go
over
away.
tomorrow. But anyhow, we're going to try for tomorrow. Highly recommend you come on. It will be Pacific Standard Time, 4 o'clock. All right.
7 Eastern.
7 Eastern, 8 Atlantic, etc. And
Just check your time zones.
yeah,
If you're in Canada, it's quite easy. Add an hour to every province.
well, it's the same in the States.
Except theirs is more wonky.
Well, yeah, if they know their mountain, then
Yeah.
they know that it's 5 o'clock. If they're central, they know it's 6 o'clock. If they're eastern, they know it's 7. And Atlantic, nobody in the States has Atlantic time. That's just Canadian, eh?
Yawns.
Yeah,
Laura
nobody
H.
got much sleep last night.
No. Laura H says, I love your advice. Kimber Cumbersome Aquarius 1111 asks, hey y'all, as always, I am happy to be here with you all. XOXO. May I ask what my father has a message for me? He's passed away.
Thanks for adding that on. I'm not really good at telling when people have passed on or not passed on, which is really, I'm getting better. Aaron's sort of suggested how to do it. I just, yeah, hang on. So your father is delighted to be here with you, and he's very exuberant personality. Not to the place of not to the place where it's a really crazy exuberance, but just a, hi, how are you? And in this case, it was hi, how are you? And then the energy was directed specifically towards you, and with it, of course, goes all the love that he has, which is very positive. And what he's telling me is I see you've been doing really great things lately. He's very proud of you, obviously. And I think it's your grandmother, like sort of like a, because he points out that an older female energy is always there with you and supporting you. And I do think it might be a grandmother kind of energy rather than a mother type of energy. And he says that both of us are there with you, and we help you. And he kind of laughs and he says, we whisper in people's ears for you. So they do their supporting as much as possible from that side, and just be aware of that, okay?
Maria Herrera asks, can you see if Alex's dad and his wife plan on helping him? Thank you, because they're playing games.
Yeah, I think that's something that'll go on
For the rest of their lives.
Yeah. They will help, but you're going to have, it's like they have to, unfortunately, it's like they have to do all the rigmarole first to not help, to make things miserable for you. But they know that when there's, ultimately they're going to be put in a corner and they will have to. So yes, but don't expect it to be easy ever, and don't expect it to be ever on time. I mean, with it is good, but don't ever expect it.
Laura H says, very powerful message about opening up and loving yourself.
It really is. It was a huge aha moment for me when I recognized that.
Jennifer Schwebb says, Eliz-sha, your necklace is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's lucite.
And
I'm making another one. I'm actually making it out of moss agate.
Laura H adds, oh, I hope she feels better soon or gets better soon.
Well, the doctor gave her something to make her sleep. My daughter, I'm assuming
Jen.
you're talking about my middle daughter.
Yeah.
And she is at the moment feeling much better, but it was, well, let's put it this way. For my daughter to agree to go to the hospital, she was just about dying.
Mm-hmm.
But they gave her 2 liters of fluid. She says, Mom, it's enough. I want it out because I'm peeing all the time. She's not a good patient.
She's not a good doctor either.
No.
Miss Alchemy says, oh, bless her and let that pass. Health for you and your family.
It is basically, as they said, it's just a flu, but for some reason it hit her hard.
She came home from work, from when she came home from work to until she went to the ER, she was throwing up.
Well, no, she was throwing up before she got home. That's why we had to go pick her up.
But still, she was throwing up and having showers because she had the shivers. We have no towels in our bathroom anymore.
We only have 30 gallons of heat and water. I don't know how she managed to get warm.
I don't know. Magic. Queen Empress with a $10 super chat asks,
thank you.
Hello, Eliz-sha and Elle. Will I be buying or renting a home?
I have a feeling that you're going to be buying it. But it might be that you rent it first. I'm not sure about that, but I do feel that there is a house there, and I do believe it's a house that you like, and you feel pleased to get it, and it feels like yours. It doesn't feel like a rental.
AP asks, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle. Hope you're both well. May I ask who my guides are? Thank you.
You know, for me, that's extremely hard question because I've never ever asked who my guides are. I just take it as I don't care as long as they're doing a good job.
And just think of there are people who care about you, whether they are family from past, current, future. They're people who are attached to you
through the eons, yeah. But and that's exactly what I'm getting. There's a lot of family. There's a lot of family energy, and not family you recognize from this lifetime, of course, except unless they've passed on. And of course, you've got there's always the ones from the angelic realm that come and keep an eye on you as well. And the name I'm getting is Uriel, Archangel Uriel. And I do believe he's very active in your life. So that there's him, and there's also another angel or two but they're not in the archangel status. They're angels, and they're more day to day. Energy like a father energy, not necessarily your father, like it's grandfather, father energy, like it's a cousin, or kind of an offshoot from your direct lineage. And there's it looks like a dog. It could be a cat. I'm not seeing it clearly. It's because it's very shy and it's hiding behind things. But that's definitely an energy that is there. That's kind of cool, actually.
You ready for another one?
I think so.
Okay. Jenny Jones asks, "Hello, ladies. Does LH miss me?"
Yeah, LH does miss you. It's not necessarily as much as you would like it to be, but there's definitely a missing. And I'm not sure if it's plans to get back to go talk to you or visit with you, or a desire, a wishing to. I can't tell you whether LH wants to or not, but they thought about it. They have thought about a sort of a reunion.
Laura H says, "Thank you so much for going live despite you're not feeling 100%.
Yeah, I'm fine physically. I'm just really tired. And I thought because I'd slept for 3-4 hours, I thought I was a little more awake than I am.
Yeah. Megan Soria 333, excuse me, asks, "Am I with my twin flame? I was convinced at first, but this has been the most difficult relationship in a good way, though."
Well, then probably you are. Twin flames and difficulty go hand in hand. They're very difficult relationships for people to maintain and hold. And the reason is that because they know you so well that it's really easy to push your buttons. And so if you have any bumps in your personality or something that's not 100%, they find it and they push it, not on purpose, but it's because they just happen to know you so well. And so I would go with, yes, you probably are.
Yasmin Fox says, "Thank you." Isabella asks, "Hi, ladies. Hope everything is well for you and your family. Do my guides have something to say about my neighbors? They're fighting with me and my mom. Thank you." Probably
They're bored. So you don't have to fight back. You can just it takes two. It takes two to tango. And you don't have to answer. You don't have to fight back. You can just, unless you're bored, then yeah, it's a bit of drama and makes it's fun and exciting. But if you don't need the drama, don't answer the door. Just agree with them, nod your head and agree with them. If they talk to you, they get out of line, call the police. Do not get involved.
There's a meme that goes around every once in a while, and it's an old one. And it's this Buddhist monk, I'm going to go with.
And he's quite saying, an elderly.
Yeah, and someone's asking for, how do you reach enlightenment? And the monk's answer is to not fight with stupid people. So this person looking for enlightenment says, I disagree with that. Oh, yes, you're right. Is amongst wise words.
Yeah.
So just do what's best for you and let some other people have their
jollies.
Yeah. Tay says the meditation did help quite a bit. It was lovely.
Thank you.
Albert Draper says, awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you have a restful evening.
I tend to.
Tay adds, thank you. That sounds very exciting. I look forward to it. Erica Brooks John says, thank you so much for your advice yesterday. My spirit guides were with me. I'm feeling the energy. Thank you. And pretty necklace. Namaste.
Thank you.
Princess Nee sends 3 hearts. Tyrell C asks, hello, ladies. I would like to know if the woman that I am living with will ask me to sleep with her. Thank you.
You got that answer already?
Don't go there.
Yeah, that would be the wisest choice.
Unless you plan on having a relationship with said woman, if you go there, be prepared to move out.
Yep.
You don't shit where you work, and you don't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not wise to play those games unless you want to be Mrs. whomever, Mr. whomever. Don't do that. Also,
please try to keep those kind of questions to a minimum. It's not entirely joyful for us.
Yeah. It's not what we don't enjoy those ones at all. That's just simply that.
Jennifer Schwab says, LOL, L, you are so funny with your response to my question. I don't remember what I said. Miss Alchemy says, thank you. That helps so much. Jennifer Schwab adds, the message was amazing. Thank you, Eliz-sha. Balance is something I work on every day, especially with myself and family. I usually try to meditate to fix problems that arise that throw things off balance.
Yeah. And it's not being thrown off balance that matters. It's whether or not you get yourself back in balance. So do you guys want to see the magic happen? So you see how it's twisted? This is what it looks like right now. And you take this and you put it up here on one side.
You're not on camera.
I'm not on camera. Crap. So
this is why filming hands is hard.
So and then you slide it up. You put the clear wire up through here, and then you do it again on this side. And I like just to pop these over a bit like this so they don't come loose. And then you twist. You twist like that. See? Just see the magic happening? Isn't that cool?
She loves her wires.
I do. I have a blast with them.
All right. Going on to the next question before you get too carried away in your tutorial.
Okay. It's not a tutorial. It's just, this is fun. This is where the magic happens with this particular necklace.
Doreen 888 asks, hi ladies, hope you are good. I also would like to ask my granny who is in spirit, if she has anything to say to me. Thanks. Thank you a lot.
Well, your granny was a very beautiful woman. And she says, and she wants you to know that she does love you very, very much. And but she's now young and beautiful. So just be aware when you call her granny, it doesn't look right. but she definitely accepts you as granny, as her grandchild. So there you are. There's the twist. Isn't that cool? And And she says, definitely, I love you. Uh, and then she, of course, wants to go on memory lane and say, do you remember the time? And there's times that you spent a good deal of time, and she values those memories a great deal. What else? Okay, so she values those memories a lot. Um, and then she gets serious. She says, "But you, sorry, but I'm always here for you. You know that. I'm always I'm always with you. I'm always your nana, and I always support you in everything you do." And of course, there's a sense of pride that comes through about what you do. And okay, the only other thing I get is she kind of would like you to be a little more picky about certain letting certain people into your life. And that's not a negative. That's just she sees that as looking after yourself. Okay.
Jennifer Schwab says prayers for your daughter to feel better soon.
Hopefully, I think she's on the mend.
Kimber Cumbersome, Aquarius 11 says, thank you all so much for everything. You nailed it. God bless. And I hope everyone feels better really soon. XOXO.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I can handle 2 nights of not sleeping.
Queen Empress says, thanks so much. Namaste.
It feels like a house you're going to. Queen Empress is the one that asked about the house. Right? It feels like a house that there's a lot of pride in and a lot of joy. It brings you a lot of joy. So I'm pretty darn certain that is not a rental.
She also adds, it was 4:44 on the clock when I asked / received the answer to that question.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Aaron Liu.
Hi, Aaron.
With a $5 super chat says, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle. Happy May 1st.
Yeah,
1st.
It is, isn't it?
Is loopy. Nadia Herrera says, thank you so much both. Blessings. Hope Aaron and middle daughter get well very soon.
Yes.
Beverly Bright says, Merry meet.
Oh, must be from England.
Yep. Maybe.
I think it's Mary Met.
Probably. But isn't that a Wiccan
thing?
Yeah. So she can be from anywhere.
Yeah, I just it originated in, I do believe,
Celtic areas.
Yeah.
AP says, thank you, Eliz-sha. Jenny Jones says, thank you. Beverly Bright asks, who is my spirit guide?
Well, everybody has a minimum of 3. There's no one that just has one anywhere because, and they change and shift depending on your need. So if you are going to school, you'll have a guide that will come in that's good at school teaching or something like that. But what you're asking is, I suspect, who is your main guide? And your main guide says, you know me quite well. We've We've crossed the eons together. And we've spent lifetimes together, and we spent lifetimes not one down on earth and one not. There's a sense of a great deal of love and joy, and basically that would be you come from the same twin flame oversoul, and yeah, you come from the same oversoul, and the energy I get is masculine at this moment. So I suspect, and that's usually how it works. There might be a part of him that's down here on earth as well that is your twin flame, but I suspect that this is your twin flame who you're interacting with, and who you deal with quite regularly in the spiritual energies. There is a great deal of love between the two of you, and it actually makes it a little hard because for you to find somebody that measures up, because you have a great deal of because this energy is so powerful in your life that sometimes people just don't measure up to what you know can be. Okay, and that's a choice. You can also just choose to be happy with who you have, and you know the name. You know this person's name. You call it involuntarily quite often. See, magic, right?
Jennifer Schwab says, so cool to see how you make your necklaces. Doreen 888 says, thank you, beautiful, and hope you will get a good night's sleep.
Yep.
Queen Empress says, blessings to you and Elle for all you do for us. And Erica Brooks John ends us with, I want to say thanks again for all you do for this channel. Get some rest, Elle and Eliz-sha and Elle.
We will. Thank you.
And we are at the hour mark.
Yeah, and we've done. Erin, if we missed you, Erin's on tomorrow at 4:00 Pacific time. She's fabulous, absolutely fabulous, unless her migraine hasn't gone away. Then keep
Ring
listening.
that bell for notifications for when we go live.
Because she's going to come on YouTube, I believe. Okay, so thank you, and it's been fun actually. So namaste, namasko.
Bye, everybody. We'll maybe see you tomorrow.
Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow.